biggest Monday nerd there ever was. I feel so rejuvenated, and I feel so excited to get to the week. Usually by the time I get to Friday, I realize that I didn't get half of the things that I wanted to do on Monday done, but that doesn't stop my enthusiasm on Mondays. I feel like Mondays are a little bit of a New Year's where you get to like a fresh start, you get to like kind of work on your goals and things like that. Likewise, I think that changing of the seasons is like a mini New Year's as well. When you have the first Monday of spring, I get really excited. And today we're gonna be talking about spring cleaning your life, 5 ways to do it, and some things that are just really easy to do, practical things that are just gonna make you more productive. And it wouldn't be Monday without a little coffee, of course. This has been sitting here for hours and hours. But I'm almost done with it, and I'm committed to not wasting coffee. So let's get started. The first way to spring clean your life is to clean up your Shelfie. And so not only does that mean tossing away makeup that is old and all the things that we already know to do, like rotate the mascara and make sure that we're not rubbing bacteria all over our eyes, prevent breakouts, all those things, but really cleaning up in terms of clean beauty. And I think that one of the things that is very overwhelming about clean beauty is that when you first start hearing about it, a lot of people immediately reject it because you feel like you have to toss out everything and just get all new beauty things. And that's really not the way to do it. The way to do it is just a toehold approach, very, very strategically, just a couple of key things so that you feel like, yes, clean beauty works, it performs, and slowly start to kind of get into that, because it's too overwhelming to be like, okay, I'm gonna throw everything I own away and then, start from scratch. At this point, I have pretty much made the switch over completely to clean beauty. About 85% of the products that I use are clean, but I am not perfect, and I definitely have my weak spots. Like during quarantine, what I started to do, the places that I would go to is the drugstore, just to like go get like toilet paper, milk. Like it didn't seem too crowded. It seemed like a very doable thing to go out and do. And it was almost like this weird thing where I would start grabbing drugstore makeup, which most of it is not clean whatsoever. And so I started to pick up a really nasty habit for these lipsticks. I have like every color now. It's really embarrassing. And they are not clean. They're the Maybelline matte lipstick. I'm a lipstick fiend. I must have probably. In any case, nobody's perfect, so I'm not sitting here trying to judge you if you're using non-clean makeup, but just a couple of key things go a long, long way. One of the things that's easy to do is hair care. Mane and Tail is one of my favorite. Mane and Tail is one of my favorite shampoo and conditioners. It really restores the hair follicles. It smells so beautifully. It detangles. If you have long hair or you have thick hair or you're trying to grow your hair, I would really recommend checking it out, because like all of the things that they put in there, I'm not gonna remember them off the top of my head, but they help restore your hair follicles, which is, it's key for, like if your scalp is healthy, then your hair is gonna grow. And it's paraben free, it's alcohol, like all the things that could harm you are not in this form. My hair's always been like really long, and my mom and I would just scream at each other because she would try to comb it out. And I remember, like I joked that Mane and Tail saved my relationship with my mom because it helped the tangles get out a little easier. A couple of other products to try are just clean deodorants. I just got this actually, Hume. I'm willing to give it a whirl. This smells really nice actually. Deodorant is one of those things that is a great thing to start with, because as research has shown, if you clean up your deodorant, your risk of breast cancer goes down because of how directly it is close to the breast and to the lymph nodes and things like that. So, having a mom that survived breast cancer and having to like go in myself and check all the time, like anything that I can do to reduce that is top of mind. So I do not use regular deodorant, and it's one of those things that you can just easily switch out and feel really good about, and hopefully not smell. But in all seriousness, I will let you know how it goes with Hume. I've also used tons of Mane, which I feel the same way as I do about Native. I'm okay with it. Like it's better than using nothing. It doesn't make me smell. It's okay, but I'm not so in love with it that I'm not gonna try something else. The other clean skincare recommendation I'll give you is Frey. This is kind of a newer find. I've been using it for about a month, and I have the cleanser, the serum, and the moisturizer. And the way it's formulated, it's supposed to work with your face, like especially after workout. So it's like for very active people, it kind of works with your sweat. It's really cool. And it feels so luxurious. It's creamy, it's moisturizing. So if you have I actually have oily skin, but I've liked it because it doesn't feel harsh, but it's got an exfoliation. So I feel like I'm cleansing my pores. I don't know if I can use anything else to clean my face now, actually. And I'm one of those people that loves to cut corners when it comes to cleaning my face, because I'm like, well, I just need something to clean my face. It's not like it's something that lives on there. So in the past, I've used like really cheap stuff, but not anymore. The other Frey product that I'll recommend is this Defense Facial Moisturizer. It's got sunscreen in it as well. And so it's just for active people, like especially with now warmer weather coming up. It's a really great product. It's not too greasy, and it sits perfectly like on top of my moisturizer. In terms of clean makeup, one of the ones that I will recommend is Beauty Counter. Basically all of my makeup, 90% of it is Beauty Counter because it performs so well. It's all clean. They've removed like everything that's harmful. And they really are like the leaders in this whole clean beauty industry. I feel like even if you don't like their actual products, you've got to commend like what they've done. So I'm just showing you my nasty like little palettes, but these are just like bronzers and things. It's kind of what I use to create my glow, eyebrow pencil, my eyeliner, my eyeshadow. You really can't go wrong, except I wouldn't recommend the mascara. I've never liked the mascara from Beauty Counter. You're gonna get started with makeup and you like a strong makeup look and you don't like to just feel like it's like I've had a couple of clean beauty brands that I'm putting makeup on and I love to wear makeup, and so when I wear it I want to make sure that everybody can see it, and so sometimes you're just like, okay, it doesn't show up at all. So really I recommend, you can't go wrong, except I wouldn't grab the mascara. Kind of funny that like this is like my side of the bathroom, right? Like this, all my self tanners, my anti-aging, this is like a whole other makeup bag. This is actually also a really nice cleansing, like to take off like your actual makeup. And then this is like my husband's like side. It's hilarious. Okay, welcome to my closet. This is not my real closet. I'm just here in this house for a few months. So it's almost unfair. This is not my real closet. However, in any closet or space that I have back home or here, or whatever it might be, I'm always thinking, what am I donating? What am I throwing away? And what am I thrifting? We've gotten really hard now with COVID and people restricting donations, but there's always somebody to give something to, like a niece or a friend or somebody who perhaps is interviewing for a job or has had a lifestyle change and they're looking for new clothes and they don't necessarily want to invest in a whole new wardrobe. It's a perfect way to donate the clothes and feel really good about it. You might not get the tax break, but it'll still go to a good home, which is really important. And of course, there is the throwing away, which is just stuff that has holes, things that you literally have not, like you don't even know you had it. Like, and sometimes like I'm an emotional hoarder as well. Like I will have a piece, I'm like looking at a couple things right now. Even here in my rented house, I have a few things that I brought with me from Chicago. Isn't that insane? So I'm very familiar with the emotional hoarding, but it feels so good once you let it go, because you're just like, wow, I just was not wearing this and nobody else was ever gonna wear it or buy it for me, even for free, or not, like just throw it away. And I wish there was a better way to do things, and that's why it's so important to be mindful about what you're buying, but sometimes you just have to throw things away and be done with it. And finally, what are you gonna thrift? There's so many good items that could go to a good home and you'll get good money for them. It doesn't even have to be something designer. Like it can be anything that is still like new, that's in good quality, that maybe you just like outgrew the trend. Like maybe you're just like, leopard print was really me last year, but now I feel like a zebra, or maybe like, you are a different weight now or whatever, you know? So you can always thrift something. And the beauty of thrifting is that a lot of sites, like Poshmark is my go-to, is the one that I have my biggest account on. And by selling things, I've been able to accumulate money to buy like things like these pairs of heels. These were like brand new. Like I've worn these a ton and they're still like they're still brand new. It's so crazy. I got those literally half off. I got this half off. This Givenchy Antigona bag, like new, okay? And I got it all by not spending my money, but just by like selling clothes and then building up a stash of cash and then turning it in for designer items that I love. So that's kind of my big secret on how I get designer items. And it's just a great way to be sustainable and earn a little bit of cash if you don't want to buy designer items. The way to spring clean is really thinking about your routines. And like I said, it's like a mini New Year's. So it's a great opportunity to revisit some of the things that didn't work out for New Year's and try them again. For example, New Year's, like, it's just such a stressful time, right? Like, not only is it usually like really cold and you're just like have this whole anticipation and expectations of the new year, but there's so many things that happen, like kids start school again, and it's so easy to just be like, I can't do it. But like now you probably tried your New Year's resolutions for a while, and then you can try them again just a couple weeks, months later, and identify what went wrong a little bit more readily than if you wait until 2022 to be like, okay, like, let's see if I can try this again. Like for me, one of the things that I failed at, I'm really embarrassed to say, is meditation. And I have failed so many times. I think it's like my third time failing to try to have a meditation practice. And I was doing so well. I literally like kept up for maybe like, it's supposed to be like 21 days or whatever. I must have kept it up for like 25 days in Jan. And then boom, like we moved here. My whole routine was offset. I was feeling, you know, a little bit like I don't have a routine, and I'm on a different time zone, and the kids are going to like a different school, and I felt like I had no control, and I failed. And it started being like once a week and then nothing, you know? And so I'm very disappointed in myself, but I don't want to wait to start again until 2022, because probably the same thing will happen. Now I know, and I can identify some of the things that went wrong so that I don't repeat the same mistakes, because they're fresh and I know how to combat. I know that I have to wake up half an hour to an hour earlier if I want to complete my meditation. So give those New Year's resolutions another go, and I bet you'll be pleasantly surprised. The fourth way to spring clean your life is to refresh your workout. And so, or just to even start working out. Maybe that was one of your New Year's resolutions that failed, but maybe it's just because you're trying to do a workout that you don't love and that you see your neighbors or your friends doing, and they're like jumping on whatever 10 times a week. You're like, why can't I jump on a bike for 10 times a week? Or, you know, why can't I do this kind of workout? And it's just something you don't enjoy. Plus, you really have to give yourself 10 minutes to do the workout. And that's all you have to do. Just say, I have to do it for 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, if I still just want to have an M&M, I don't know why I have an M&M in my pocket. I think it's because my kid, yeah, it really was my kids. I'm not an M&M person. I usually blame all my chocolate habits on like, oh, it's the kids and it's really me. This is not for me. I'm like, wait, I have an M&M. Anyway, so give it 10 minutes. If you still want to eat an M&M or sit down or whatever, then you tried it. But like literally 99% of the time that happens and you do 10 minutes and you're nearing minute 10, you're like, shoot, I want to keep going. Like this, I feel I'm flying. I'm flying. With Bob. So like, yes, just give it, if that doesn't work, it means there's something very wrong. I'm just kidding. No, it just means that you need to try something different. If you've been doing a lot of cardio, do strength. If you've been doing a lot of strength, do cardio. Or if you're already doing a healthy level of both, then just try to change the intensity. Just refresh your workout or spring cleaning for your life, and you will feel like re-inspired. And last but not least, of spring cleaning for your life is to take a look at your home office. Like I've been working from home for way too long, like for 12 years. So I'm very familiar with this concept. Like the energy in the room gets stale, and then you start to like get like almost like you can't breathe because you're just like on your computer and you're just like wilting, you have to change that energy up. And the way to do it is to simply get up and go to a different part of the house. And I have like 3 little stations that I like to use as like my office. That's not working and I do have to be in my real office, then it's just feng shuiing it and just moving things around, maybe adding a live orchid or maybe just opening up the windows. Like today I opened up the windows in my office downstairs and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in the English countryside and like the sunlight's like flowing in, and like I'm in Tampa, Florida, okay? But like these little changes can go so far. Or spray on some room spray, just like a little aromatherapy. All the little things mean so much when you are trying to work from home. So that's it for the spring cleaning. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Let me know what some of your spring goals are. Remember, this is a mini New Year's. This is a great time to just reinvent yourself and reinvent what you want to accomplish. Happy spring and happy Make It Happen Monday, and I'll see you soon. And make sure to stay tuned for next Monday for another Make It Happen Monday. Make sure to visit last week's Make It Happen Monday on how to stop wetting your pants when you work out.